Alright, step 4. The final step in Hitler's plan to become the Fuhrer, the most powerful person in all of Germany, the Army Oath. So in the previous video, we covered the Night of Long Knives, where Hitler basically got rid of all his enemies, and now he only had one more step to take control of the highest position in Germany. So we're on the 2nd of August 1934, where Hitler becomes the Fuhrer of Germany. We covered all of these things in the previous video, so I highly recommend you to watch them if you haven't done so already. So, the key event that happens is the death of President Hindenburg. Soon after the Night of Long Knives, President Hindenburg died on August 2nd of 1934, which Hitler then used the Enabling Act. Remember, he created the Enabling Act to let him pass laws without having to consult the Reichstag or the president, right? To make himself the Fuhrer of Germany. Because thanks to this Enabling Act that he created, he doesn't even have to consult the Fuhrer, to consult the president or the Reichstag to pass laws. And by the way, remember, Hindenburg wasn't murdered. He just died due to lung cancer at age 86. He wasn't like killed by Hitler or something. So the Army Oath. On the same day as Hindenburg's death, 2nd of August 1934, the entire German army swore an oath of personal loyalty to Hitler as Fuhrer of Germany. So as soon as Hindenburg died, Hitler became the Fuhrer. The army agreed to stay out of politics and to serve Hitler. And in return, Hitler spent lots on rearmament, brought back conscription, and made plans to make Germany a great military power again. Now, as soon as he becomes the Fuhrer, he starts to take steps into becoming a military superpower. And as he slowly begins to break these, Versailles Treaty parts of the policies in the Versailles Treaty, the Allies get more and more agitated as Hitler continues and continues. They use their appeasement policy, which kind of like, you can do this, but stop here. Don't go further. Don't break any more. But he does it again. And then he's like, okay, now you stop there, but don't go anymore. But he keeps on going through that, and then that eventually triggers the cause of World War II. Now, I will probably make a video on these, and it's foreshadowing something that happens in a couple of years' time. So, how did Hitler get here again? Let's go back in time to 1919. So, the Nazi Party was formed in 1919. Hitler soon became its leader because he was such a good public speaker. The 25-point program of the Nazis appealed a lot, like extremely, to the unemployed ex-soldiers who lost their jobs at the end of World War One, and the right-wing nationalists, but not much more, at least at the time. Hitler was sent to prison, remember, due to the Munich Putsch in 1923, where he started a coup and he tried to take control of Munich, and he wrote a book called Mein Kampf, setting out his ideas whilst he was in prison. The Nazi Party reorganizes in the 1920s, but still it was tiny by 1920. So they had a shift in strategy in the 1920s where they stopped targeting the workers because they were actually prosperous. They were doing well under the Weimar's economic boom thanks to the US loans. And the farmers weren't doing so well because there wasn't much demand for them. However, the Nazis they're lucky. The Great Depression of 1929 causes unemployment and economic hardship. So all the workers that were happy under the Weimar's economic prosperity they lost their jobs, hardship, the hyperinflation, everything fails. The Nazi flourishes and their ideas gain popularity. Hitler's excellent speaking skills and people's disillusionment. So disillusionment means like losing hope on something. So people's disillusionment in the Weimar's democratic system makes extremists popular. So Nazis and communists. People wanted radical solutions to their problems. And remember, the Weimar Republic, it had a careful division of power. So no single party could take too much power to take control and fix the stuff. So it made it difficult to bring about change. The communists, they were quite violent. They just raided the streets and they were quite violent. And the Nazis on the other hand were like more conservative. They were more organized. So, and thanks to negative cohesion, we covered this in the previous video. So if you hate the same things that I hate, so for example, if some Germans hated the communists, then the Nazis hated the communists, so you'd support them. If some Germans hated the Jews, you support the Nazis. In that way, negative cohesion, people who hate the same things started supporting the Nazis. And that led to Nazi being the most popular party by 1932. The Weimar leaders tried to use Hitler to their own advantage, and they tried to put Hitler as chancellor so that he could get the support from the Reichstag so that the Weimar leaders could passed the laws that they wanted, because Hitler had majority, almost near majority, right? Like 40% or something in the Reichstag. So they wanted to use him, but they fail, and they are outsmarted by Hitler thanks to Hitler's Enabling Act, which allowed him to pass laws without consulting the Reichstag. And in 1934, Hitler becomes Fuhrer. So, on 2nd of August 1934, Hitler becomes the Fuhrer of Germany, and World War II starts on 1st of September 1939, just over a year later. Thanks for watching Stu Planed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And if you guys would be interested in a video going through, like, the start of World War II, so the processes that happened after this, please leave a comment down below, and maybe I'll get to it, but who knows. Thanks for watching anyways, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.